Kathy Clement with Kathy by Design. Surprise, it's Monday and I have a video for you. I just wanted to share this really cute Winter Wonderland collection that Spellbinders sent me. I haven't done very many of their card kits, but this one is super cute. It has these really pretty holiday papers. Some of them have gold foil. And there's kind of 3 different color palettes in here, or I broke it down into 3 different color palettes. There's a really fun blue, green, pink, and then there's traditional red and green. I've used a lot of these papers. Then there's red with gold foil. There's these really fun spattered paint dots. So it's a pretty little collection. Greenery, and then these adorable snowmen. Let me see. I want to make sure I show you all the papers. I love the cardinals with the gold foil. And this is a 6x6 pad. It only comes in 6x6. Yeah, so that's what I have left. There are 40 sheets, 10 designs, and 5 foiled sheets in the paper pack. Then it also comes with a whole bunch of ephemera. There are 2 different ephemera packages. One of them is primarily sentiments. And you can see these all have gold foil. They have different shapes, really pretty. Lots of these great little strips to add to cards. And again, you can see the 3 color palettes in here, the blue, and then the red, and then the really pretty greenery. So that is the ephemera. I love all the different ones. There's a ton of it too, because I used a bunch. I'm going to show you what I made here in just a minute. You build the cards with the ephemera, and I'll show you what I mean by that in just a second. Let me clear this up. And then there are die cuts, and these are just images. Again, some of these are foiled, but look how cute. Just really cute images, little gingerbread houses, packages, all kinds of fireplace, stockings, reindeer. So you can see, and these are really pretty with the gold foil. Mittens and hats, adorable, really, really adorable. These great sentiment stickers, and these are like a raised, embossed sticker. And they have the stars, they have a whole bunch of different words, really pretty. And then there's just plain alpha stickers, which I didn't use any of these. I don't really use alpha stickers, but these are super pretty if you did want to use them. So I started out, of course, you know, I went straight for the blue, being me. And the first card I made was this 5x7. So it's interesting making a 5x7 card with 6x6 papers. Obviously, you have to paper piece. But I used this pretty blue gold plaid ribbon to cover the joint. And then I just cut a couple of banner flags. And then you can see how I've later layered up the ephemera pieces. And I made my sentiment with the gold sentiment stickers. These are little birdie flowers that I had in my stash. I love how this has just a little bit of sparkle. This spattered paper is great because it goes with all of the color palettes. Then on the inside, I made a large sentiment panel. And then down here, I did a fun little tip-in, gatefold tip-in with a pocket and another card in here. And you can tuck a gift card in there if you wanted to. So that's the first one, really sweet. I love this face on this snowman. Then I made a smaller 4 1/4 by 5.5 standard sized card. And again, you can see these were scraps that I had, and I matted them on navy cardstock, and then just layered up all these cute images, the trees, the hats, the mittens. I put some little Prima pearls back here, added a little grosgrain ribbon bow with these blue dots and a little snow button. And then the inside of this is finished like this. Now I did join the paper here because I was using scraps, and then a little gift card pocket with a little sentiment panel. Super cute and fun to make. These are really great. I made all of these in one afternoon. So they're easy to use, and I like that. So then I went with the red and gold palette, and the first card I made here was this beautiful 6x6 easel card, and I added some of the Spellbinders gold foil specialty paper. I die cut one of Becca Feakin's doily dies and added some pretty bows and flowers from my stash. I love the cardinal. I love this little Volkswagen. I had a little red Volkswagen when I was in high school, so that's fun. And then here's the stopper, some buttons from my stash. You can see how I bumped the sentiment up on some foam tabs. And then here's a look at the inside. Again, the stopper is a pocket, so you can put your gift card in here. And there's also a little sentiment panel in there. So that's really cute. The next one I made was this deer with lots and lots of greenery. These are all the die cuts. So you can see how you use your die cuts to build your focal point. And if you put foam tabs in between the layers, that's going to give you depth and dimension. So I just love how this turned out. And then I got into my stash of rhinestones, which I almost never use anymore, and added them on the berries just to add that little pop of bling bling. Tiny little bit of the gold foil paper to pick up on the gold foiling on the patterned paper. And I love this plaid paired with this diamond. It's really pretty. So on the inside, a little sentiment, a little pocket with the fireplace. Do you see how cute these are? So you can make, I mean, I've got enough to make a bunch more cards. I didn't even begin to use all of it. Then here, of course, I had to use the ice skates, and you get 2 of each sentiment and image that comes in the ephemera pack. I used them both to do the pair of ice skates, and then added just this little sentiment panel here. This is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 cutaway card, and you can see how I made my this little panel go over the cutaway, and then it opens out like this. Here's my greeting, and then here's a pocket with this cute candy cane. And it looks like I've got a hitchhiker in here. Yep, little snowflakes sneaked in there. But you can see this is just fun. You just use the die cut pieces to create your focal images. And then the last thing I made, and I thought we would do a really quick tutorial, I went with the pink palette. Isn't this sweet for Christmas? And look at this, 3 color palettes, pink and brown, the blue and green, and then the red and gold. I love that you have options. These are little gift card holders. So most of us give gifts, and it's nice if you're giving something to your hairstylist or the girl who does your nails, or the kid next door who, you know, helps you with yard work or whatever. So these are just super simple little gift card holders that I made from scraps. And you can see here I've layered up the house and the gingerbread house in the background. You can see how using the foam tabs gives you lots and lots of dimension. And then on the inside, just a little, again, a little pull out. And I love this one. This would be great if you're giving a gift card to a coffee bar or something like that. Really fun. So just simple and sweet. And you can make, like I said, I made all of these. What have I got? 3, 4, 5, 6. I made 8 cards in one afternoon, guys. That's pretty good. So let me clear some space, and I'll come right back and I'll show you how to make these little gift card holders. Okay, so this is a great way to use up scraps, these little gift card holders. I have a 3 1/2 by 12 inch scrap of white cardstock. And I'm going to score this at 4 1/2, and I'm going to score this at 9, and I'm going to score it at 11. So then you can cut this little flap off past the 11. Hold on to it though, because I'll show you what we're going to do with it. We're going to fold this piece in as a pocket. We fold this piece over, and there's our little gift card base. Super easy, super fast. All right, we can start on the inside of our card, and the first thing we're going to do is take this 3 1/2 And we're going to cut it at 1 3/4. We're going to make little gussets for our pockets just by folding the paper in half. And then we put a little glue down. Actually, I'll put it on the gusset. It works better. I need to refill my glue bottle. I'm almost out. It's been a busy week in the studio. All right. So you see how I put the folded edge against the outside edge of this pocket. So just put our adhesive down. Line it up right here. These are great. You're going to want to make a million of them because they're just so easy. All right, before we flap this over, let's take a piece of our pretty greenery and let's cut it to a height of 3.5. Since that's the height of our card. And we're going to glue this down right here. It's just easier to do this before you glue your pocket flaps down. So say glue this over. Perfect. All right. And then over here, let's see. Let's do this pretty pink foil over here. And I think I want to cut this a little shorter than 4.5 so that we clear our fold. It's always important to do that. So I'm going to go down just a tiny bit, maybe a 1/16 of an inch, might be an 1/8 of an inch, but just enough so that you clear the fold, but you still cover the surface. And line this up. The cutter didn't make a clean cut. Let me clean this corner up. There we go. And then over here, I've got a 2-inch, I believe, yep, 2-inch by 3.5 of this pretty spatter paper. So this is going to cover our pocket. So let's put this cute sleigh on the pocket, just like this. And I didn't put any adhesive on the left-hand side of the sleigh because that would be tragic, right? And then let's go into our little sentiments. Let's put, let's put from our family to yours. Tuck it back behind that sleigh. See how nice that dresses that up? And then over here on the left, let's, I'm just looking through what I have. Lots and lots of choices. Use this great green ornament that says it's the most wonderful time of the year. I love pink with green. So this goes here, and then take this lighter green. I'm just showing you kind of how to layer things up, like this. And then you're just going to cut a little scrap of paper that's 3 by 4. Let me find one in my stash. Well, that was pretty easy. And we want to dress this up with a little something delivering cheer. And what I'm going to do is just put a little adhesive right here and then center this up. So now you've got this little sentiment panel with a pull-out tab. Super cute. You can even take a little strip of your botanical paper. Let's go just randomly cutting. I'm guessing that's about 3/4 of an inch, maybe half. And see how easy it is to dress this up and make it look really special instead of a scrap of paper? So super cute. All right, and now this goes right in this pocket. So you've got a place to tuck in your gift card and write a little note. Now we're going to do the cover. I've got a 3.5 by 4.5 of this paint spatter, or the dots, or whatever you want to call them, micro dots, random dots. It looks like snow falling. It's really pretty. So we put that down. Then I cut, I know I did. Oh, maybe I used it on the inside. That's hilarious. Okay, well, let's take a piece of this pretty pink and let's cut it at 1 3/4 by 3.5. Yeah, I think I used it on the inside of the card. That's funny, y'all. And put this down the left-hand side. Just like this. Oops. Then I've cut a 3 by 3 square of our Christmas greenery. I've matted on a pale pink piece of cardstock that's slightly larger, and then I pieced together some gold on the back. You can see how I just kind of pieced it all in and made everything line up. And this is going to go right here so that we're centered top, bottom, and right. Okay. Now, this is a good trick. I'm going to take this Merry sentiment and I'm going to put it down just about like this. Well, maybe down a little further. Okay, there we go. Then I've got this adorable little train. Now put foam tabs on the back of your train and line it up so that your greenery and your little bit of cloud there shows. Then come in with the joy sentiment. I'm going to have to lift this just a little bit to slip this under here. But I think we can do it. Foam tabs, they always hold when you wish they'd let go. That's funny, isn't it? Okay, so there we go. Now we'll press this guy back in place. So we've got joy, and then happy holidays. I'm going to put adhesive here and adhesive here. I'm going to put this underneath and over to the right. Like that. So cute. All right, finishing touches. Okay, let's finish this up. I brought in some pink and brown baker's twine, and we're going to wrap this around this left-hand side. And cut this. This is a double strand. I like working with a double strand of baker's twine. It gives it a little more presence. So I'm going to come right here in the middle, lining it up with the edge of my pink paper. I'm just going to tie a bow. Well, first I'm going to tie a knot to hold everything in place. There we go. And then I'm going to come in and tie a bow. And yes, I have extra, but I would rather have extra ribbon or trim than not enough, because extra you can cut off and you can use the little bits and bobs on other projects, but not enough, you're stuck. So, all right, trim that. Very good. And I think I want my bow to go toward the outside edge, kind of like that, okay? So I'm going to come in with my flour and my hot, whoops, I almost messed up. This is what we want to do. I'm going to put a little glue right here. Then I strung some rusty jingle bells on just a piece of twine. And I'm going to put them right there. And now I'm going to put my little pink flower on the top. Cute, right? So cute. And then I want to just add a little bit of bling bling. So I've got this alphabet sheet. Oops. Well, there we go. And I'm going to take these dots and I want these to go down the side. Look how that does. That just makes everything work, doesn't it? I love how little tiny embellishments save the day. And then I'm going to take a star here on top of the joy, and then a star over here, and maybe a star, let's say up here on our joy cloud. That's real cute. And I think we're done, folks. I think that finishes it off. I'm just going to trim this extra little bit of twine now that it's set up. Look how sweet that is. And there you go. Gift card holder. All right, guys, that's it for me, Kathy Clement, on this Surprise Monday project share and mini tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to have you join my channel. I'm always sharing ideas like this. All right, guys, I'm going to clean up my mess and get my craft on. Thanks. Bye.